Colleague Ajay Jandyal has filed an exclusive ground report showing the condition of the bus after the terror attack and the bullets that have been recovered. Have a look.
Search operations are continuously going on over here in the area where that terror attack has taken place. You could see that these are the visuals from the spot in a Bharak area where bus. This is the same Yatri bus which was attacked by the terrorists at around 6:10 in the evening when it was coming back from the Shiv Khodi shrine. You could see that SDRF personnel, they are continuously searching the area to ensure that if any person is here, they has to be has to be evacuated and then shifted to the location. Other than that, adequate security measures are put in place. Jammu Kashmir Police, Indian Army and the CRPF has been deployed over here to ensure that the terrorists, if they are hiding in this area, they have to be neutralized as soon as possible. Indian Army continuously moving since last night to ensure that these areas that can be properly frisked, and if terrorists are hiding in this area, they can be neutralized as soon as possible. This is the location where that attack has taken place. This is the spot where second terrorist was basically hiding and in the bushes, and he immediately after first terrorist targeted the driver, he came out and then opened indiscriminate fire on the tourist bus. The first terrorist, he might be hiding in this location. Just see that this is the location where there are chances that these terrorists were hiding, and immediately when they got a signal from the outside that bus have arrived, they came out and then opened fire. And bus, when reached here, that driver was shot, and you could see the broken mirror of the front window, and bus was targeted intentionally to ensure that maximum casualty can be done, and definitely to create the panic, and definitely to create the chaos that was planned. And right after that bus basically fell into the deep gorge from that location where we have shown you the location. And this was a major attack by the terrorists on a day when definitely Prime Minister was taking oath in Delhi, and it was it seems to be a pre-planned attack. And sources are saying that these terrorists basically were hiding and doing recce of this area for last a few days now. Army, Jammu Kashmir Police and the CRPF has been deployed over here all along the area to ensure that terrorists, those who are hiding in this area, the number could be 2 to 3. They has to be neutralized as soon as possible. So this is the situation right now. Here 9 people have been killed and 42 people have been injured. Those who have been shifted to the hospital on different hospitals for the best possible treatment. And definitely authorities are ensuring that every angle has to be properly frisked. That who are the people, those who are involved in this area. Forces, they are continuously deployed. Till now, our sources are saying that about 2 to 3 people have been detained by the police to those who are suspected, and they has to be properly questioned so that if they have any involvement, they can be properly they can be properly cross-checked, and then action can be taken. Also, sources are saying that bus was basically about 30 minutes late as per the information, and that shows that at around 5:30 it was planned, but when it was delayed, so at 6:10 when bus reached here, firing has was started, and terrorists they carried out this major attack to do maximum casualty. Now the yatris, those who have offered prayer at Shiv Khodi, and they were those who were returning to their Katra for the next destination so that they can take the train which was already planned. They basically missed it, and definitely it is a painful moment for the family member and the nation as well. With Banditi Ajay Jandyal, NewsX, Bharak, Reasi.
Meanwhile, NewsX has accessed exclusive CCTV visuals of the bus that was carrying the pilgrims just moments before the terror attack took place in Reasi. We will now take these visuals one by one. Let's blow them up on our screens so our viewers can see very carefully. Viewers, this is the first set of the CCTV visuals that we have accessed. The timestamp on these visuals is 6 p.m. on the 9th of June. I'm just going to quickly play this out for our viewers, where you can see this right here is the bus that was carrying the pilgrims yesterday in Reasi. This is the bus that was attacked. At 6 o'clock, the bus, and this CCTV visual is from very close to the terror attack site. At 6 p.m., the bus is at this spot, and as Ajay pointed out, that roughly between 6:05 to 6:10 p.m., that's the estimate that we have, is when fire was opened on this bus. So clearly the bus could not have reached very far off from this particular point where the CCTV camera has been installed. Now, moments after, in fact, just a few seconds after, 3 seconds after, this black Jeep emerges from this particular side, from where the bus was coming, and it follows the bus onto this particular track. So this is the first set of the CCTV visuals, which shows the bus carrying the pilgrims, that black Jeep that we just saw, and the second car right here, which from the looks of it seems to be a cab, a tourist cab, it seems like it. So this is what has emerged as far as the CCTV visuals are concerned. Like I said, with a timestamp of about 6 p.m. and we're roughly looking at all of this movement happening between 6 p.m. 30 seconds to 6 p.m. 1 minute 30 seconds. So two cars, viewers, we can understand from these particular visuals, two cars were in close proximity to the bus that was carrying the pilgrims yesterday. It is possible, as per the investigative agencies, that those who were traveling in these vehicles, the drivers and passengers, may have possibly seen something, because they surely were on the same path. So it is not possible, unless there was a diversion ahead, which is unlikely. It is not possible that these cars that were so close to the bus did not see something. They were going in the exact same direction. And because the area is slightly hilly, we all know that the speed limit, in fact, is not too high. However, I move on now to the next visual that has been accessed by NewsX, and the timestamp on this visual is 6:02 p.m. So right after exactly 30 seconds of when the first CCTV visual stops, we see another CCTV footage where a white van, a lone white van, is seen coming from the opposite direction. So it is quite likely that this car would have possibly seen something as well. That is, of course, what is coming out as far as the initial probe is concerned. This particular car does seem to be at a higher speed than the other cars that we have seen. However, these are the two CCTV visuals that have emerged. We'll put both of these CCTV visuals on our screens so that we can take a larger perspective of what has happened here. As per the investigative agencies, they are now looking for the drivers and passengers of all of these three vehicles that have been in close proximity to the bus that was attacked yesterday by terrorists, because it is possible, as I have mentioned earlier, that those in these vehicles could have possibly seen something, especially the two vehicles that were tailing the bus, that were right behind the bus. So they have gone on the same path, and it is possible that they were very close to the bus when the terror attack took place. Meanwhile, this particular van that has emerged from the other side, as per the initial probe, it is not being suspected right now that this van had anything to do with the terror attack that has taken place, but the security agencies are not ruling out any possibility at this point in time. It is quite possible, given the speed of the van and the fact that it is emerged from the opposite direction, that there could be something more to this than just some regular traffic and regular movement. However, the investigative agencies at this point in time, viewers, we are learning, are trying to now understand and speak to the people who were around this specific bus that was attacked, to see whether they have actually seen something or not. What we also have to keep in mind is that the time of the terror attack, which is 6:10 p.m., is approximate. It could have happened earlier as well, but we know that it's happened between 6 to 6:10 p.m. That's the information that we have with us right now. As far as the vehicles are concerned, it is quite possible that some of these vehicles, in fact, fled the area, of course, to save their own lives. Because once the fire was opened on the bus, we know that the bus driver was hit and he lost control. And that is when the bus fell into the gorge, which led to further casualties as well and further injuries to the people. So clearly, most of the cars that were in and around that area or near the bus would have possibly very quickly fled from this entire spot as well. So this is, of course, the latest, viewers, that we have learned. These are exclusive CCTV visuals that have been accessed by NewsX, which shed some light on the likelihoods and the possibilities for the investigative agencies.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.